Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe alive. Tune in now, let's take this for a ride.
Oi, it's your round, get the whiskies in.
The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No strits, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe. Let's take this for a ride. So pull up a chair, let's stir up the chat. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No strits, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe. Let's take this for a ride. So pull up a chair, let's stir up the chat. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No strits, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe alive. Tune in now, let's take this for a ride. Chat. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No scripts, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe. Let's take this for a ride. So pull up a chair, let's stir up the chat. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No scripts, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe. Let's take this for a ride. So pull up a chair, let's stir up the chat. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No scripts, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe alive. Tune in now, let's take this for a ride. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No scripts, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe alive. Tune in now, let's take this for a ride. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No scripts, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh. Welcome to the mash, shut up the lace to unwind. Three pals in a circle with music on the mind. Pour a glass of scotch and let the good times flow. Shoot in the breeze on the late night show. It's the mashup where the stories collide. Music and whiskey with laughs on the side. Guests drop by, we keep the vibe alive. Tune in now, let's take this for a ride. The mashup is here for the chill and the chat. No scripts, no rules, just friends and their craft. Come hang with us, we're having a laugh.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. And co-host Billy Metal. How are you guys going today? Billy, how are you? Good?
Mate, I'm fantastic, mate, and pumped for this weekend. The Bombers are travelling okay at the minute. Looks like Collingwood have got a few players back. It might not be an easy win on Anzac Day, but I'm still sporting the gear, mate. The big poppy's here. Whoop, let's go this way. The big poppy's here. Yeah, here we go.
And
hello,
supporting, lest we forget, and supporting all of our fallen and current serving members. So
Indeed. Have you had a big week, mate? So
it's
far?
been pretty big, actually. I've applied for a couple of jobs. I'm hoping to hear back from. A couple of the others I was a bit disappointed. Put in a bit of a poor show, but apart from that, I got a bit of stuff done around the house. Got some videos done for Orby. He's stoked. It's been really cool. It's been actually really good.
Excellent. Metal, how's your week been, mate?
Metal?
My week has been absolutely crap. Following a theme, I've had some very long days, so I am absolutely shattered on a Wednesday night already. I've been awake Monday to Tuesday for more than 28 hours straight. Just had a lot of random stuff going on, and then got home last night before Paul streamed, and then got a phone call, which then kept me up till 10 o'clock on the phone with external services that we use, trying to get them to tell us why it went down. We had a major outage for one of our biggest centres in Australia, and it went down. So it's just been managing that and a few other things, and then prepping for next week and the week after when I'm away in Erina, building another store up in the Central Coast. I'll be doing the show in 2 weeks' time from my hotel room in Erina.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Don't you hate it when the vendors won't give you a root cause analysis?
Their root cause analysis was about as good as asking my 8-year-old niece to give me an analysis to how her soccer game went on last weekend. In fact, I think she would have done a better report. No, I can't say that too loudly because that's just being a bit inappropriate. But I wasn't very impressed with the report, and so got a few key members of them. Spoke to them about it, and we got a better analysis today, second time round.
I'm looking forward to a tour of the minibar Wednesday week then. That'll be cool. Yep.
Nice.
I think so. I've had a bit on, and it's the usual.
First week back, Paulie.
What week? Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah.
First week back at work, and also streaming, which we had a good night last night. It was awesome. Let's have a bit of a peep at what's the weather like where you are, guys, and in the chat, let us know how your weather is. Baronga currently is 17 degrees. We had a low of 13. 27 was our high today. Just back to summery weather again.
Well, for me, it was, as the Bob put in there, it's 19.2 degrees. It's about almost a degree colder than it is for Diski at the moment. But it's good. It's been a nice, comfortable day here at home. I had all the windows and everything open whilst I was working to keep myself oxygenated and awake as much as possible. What about you, Billy?
What the... 19, according to my app, it says it's still 19 degrees and feels like 19 degrees. Well, I'm wearing 2 T-shirts and I'm feeling a little like I could do with a fan on. But we haven't had the heater on for 2 days now, and it hasn't kicked in at all overnight. So very happy with the weather, gotta say. As Orbiter would say, I could do some spraying of guitars in this weather.
And has been. Mel Tadeza says it's actually 10 degrees for her. DB2 saying...
She had 2 in there, sorry. So the first one, if you read it, Mel actually did the right... It actually picked up Picton in New Zealand, saying it was 10, saying it was 11.3 degrees. But it's 15.1 degrees in Picton. Or Mel to Lisa. Sorry.
Picton.
Yeah. So Mel is based here in Sydney in Picton, and she came through twice for 2 different sessions, so she fixed that up. But
I was going to say Picton's on the north end of the South Island of New Zealand as well.
Mm-hmm.
That ties into a theme. We've got Shori in the chat. We've got DB2. We've got the Guru, as always. Welcome in, first-time chatter, Echo Panda.
Miss Loon.
As well as...
Yes, welcome.
What was the other first-time chatter? I'm just scrolling backwards now.
Miss Loon is the first time.
Loon.
14 degrees, but very sunny.
Welcome in. And if you're lurking in the background, feel free to jump in the chat. We're all friendly. We'd love to see your name pop up, and we'll welcome you in. And that would be awesome. Nah, actually, 10.6. We have a weather thingy here.
A weather thingy.
Yeah.
A weather thingy. Well, yes, and we'd love to know you. Sorry, I'd love to know where you're from. All those people who are lurking in chat, please let us know where you're from if you haven't already before.
Blame Shifty. We've apparently Miss Loon we can blame Shifty for introducing Miss Loon to the channel.
Well,
yeah.
Well, we can say same for Echo Panda. What we can say is it's an absolute pleasure. We're going to introduce our very good friend and rather new but very good friend, Shifty Chef, to the stream in a few seconds. Anything else you guys needed to cover before we go there?
No, mate. The only other thing I want to say is make sure you practice I was only 19 before the weekend.
Thanks for that.
That's all right, mate.
Well, yeah. Coming up, it's going to be a bit of fun. We've got some new segments that I'm going to be bringing up. One of the new segments is called Metal's Tech Tips, which will be coming up shortly. I'm going to start putting some videos together for you guys that are watching. Some little tech tips, whether you're on a phone or on a computer, to help you get past some fun things, just a bit of something. So if you want to know something, you'll be able to watch my tech tips live from Mashup. And the videos will be available on the Mashup channel soon after.
Very cool.
Good work, Metal. Awesome, man.
And the other one is Pub with No Beer, which is basically I'm going to bring up little things, little funny little clips from other things. But so you'll be able to see all that anyway coming up soon. We've got some
just waiting,
stuff in the work.
I'm waiting for your first one, Metal. Your first tech tip's going to be, Paul, turn it on, mate.
No, mate. No. It'll be, Billy, there's this thing. There's this button. There's a button. It's called unmute.
Oh, hang on. Just unmuted it. Just for you, mate.
Yeah. There you go. See, that tip worked well for you.
I can tell you.
Hey, Billy. Look.
He's a legend. An absolute legend.
We've got... We've got Parker and Ms. Parker and Jen in the house, the unfortunate one and Ms. Unfortunate one. Lovely to have you guys here. Welcome in. I think it's time we show a little quick video and welcome our guest. Given that it's Anzac Day coming up, also given that Shifty is now the newest member of the Whiskey Club, we've got some stuff to get through, man. So we're going to find out all about Shifty.
Indeed.
Let's crack on with this. Here is, a little intro. We'll show you this. Here we go.
There you go. Got a little egg snowman. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Oh! Has to be done carefully. Surgical precision. So cute, tiny snowman. I know. Come on, get in there. Yes, there we go. There you go. Got a little egg snowman. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Oh! Sorry. Just lost one of his eyes. Oh shit. Let me get one more iPhone. Yes. Cook a steak with tongs and salt will appear from the ocean. Ocean. You're welcome. Yep, that's hot. Tongs. Let's get some tongs. So again, I'm not wanting to overcook it. I'm just wanting to create a little bit of lines on there because lines look cool, you know. We're all doing lines tonight. Some spicy hot lines.
I love
Yeah, it's got juice on there. It's sucking out all the juices. So I'm going to pat that down.
It's only a short one tonight.
There we go. Got a little egg snowman. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Oh! Has to be done carefully. Surgical.
Some absolute gold there. Shifty Chef, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
welcome, man.
Welcome in. It's great to have you here. We
Putting that together.
we did a very, very quick kind of reshuffle of the order of proceedings because with you being now, Shifty, the newest member of the Whiskey Club, and this being Whiskey Review Month, what we thought we'd do is the quick video to introduce everybody to the Shifty Chef, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen, in all his glory, in his kitchen, with the very subdued lighting. I like that, nice and just laid back. But I thought, why not? Let's have it before we get to the interview. Let's lubricate things with a little bit with some whiskey. What do you think, fellas? Should we see if the delivery's here?
I've been waiting over.
We should.
This box. I
Your box has been there for 2 weeks, mate. Your box has been there. I think it got to New Zealand quicker than it got to any of us here in Australia.
Got to New Zealand
mine
far
first.
quicker than me.
I did get mine.
Metal
I got
didn't
mine
get
first.
it first. By a day, I think, didn't you? It's crazy.
think you got mine. You got yours today.
Whiskey of the month.
Barkeep, one whiskey, please.
Where'd the truck go?
And here we are. It
We are there.
trucked off.
It trucked off. Hey, mother trucker.
The looks like the transition overrode everything. Oh well, we'll have to fix that later.
That's all right.
You got a white box?
Some of us may be in a hurry to get to the whiskey. That's all. See,
I'm just opening the box.
I'm doing exactly what Shifty did, which is he hasn't opened his actual box yet. So
I've literally
there you go.
just opened the
There's
top
my
line
box.
now. Hang on.
Yeah, cover the address.
Oh.
That's why mine's all ripped up. I almost opened my box trying to
Can
rip the label off.
Can you eat these? Can you eat these?
yeah, you can, Billy.
They made
Yeah,
a-
you can eat
they
anything
made
you
a
like,
potato-
mate. Doesn't
They
mean
made a
we will.
potato,
Them
aren't
all.
they? They made a potato, isn't they? They made a potato, aren't they?
So I heard Billy, if you put that into a container with a little bit of oil, some garlic, and some chili, you can make some great potato bake from it.
No, you can make
pickle it.
potato gems. Potato gems.
I don't know, but I think Shifty will be the judge of that. Thank you very much.
I might get in trouble if I start endorsing eating.
There we go. Sorted. So let's open the boxes, boys. I know you guys have already chunked into it. I'm going to do that very quickly to catch up.
Hang on. Well, I haven't got mine open yet. Here we go.
No, I mean,
Oh,
I've got
wow.
the white box out.
Oh,
So
Wow.
That's the
for
important
those of
one.
you who are keen eyes, we have got ourselves a Lakes whiskey this month.
Oh my god, this is insane.
chocolate.
I was reading.
Oh, dude, this
I was
boxing is
yeah,
great.
The chocolate here,
That's beautiful.
it looks incredible. An elegant tapestry of chocolate styles designed with élevage. Limited edition. 51% ABV. Wow. And
I remember the last bottle of Lakes.
my lordy.
Look at this, folks. That's
Okay,
pretty
cool.
spectacular.
How good does that look? We got to when we take the photo, we got to take it in the box like this. Surely,
That's beautiful.
Surely, we got to
All right.
take it in the
Well,
box.
let me bring
can't-
up
we
let me
can't
bring
move
up
the
the,
box.
the mashup.
Yeah.
The box now. The box will peel apart like that. Yep. All right. Here we go. So I'll do my bit and open my box. So hurry up, Metal, because you're holding back the show.
Yeah, come on now. I'm waiting for someone to drop the bottle out. Although I'm probably the only one who's above something that will actually break the bottle.
There we go.
I just upended half a glass of Lafrogue on the floor, but we won't worry about that. All
There we
right.
go.
Photo time.
I'll take the photo. I'll try and time it this time with the logo for the Whiskey Club.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
So everybody, cheers.
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 Oh, perfect.
Done. Right now. The
Done,
important
sir.
part.
I've got it. All right, that's going to go straight up onto our face balls, and you guys can all check it out on Facebook and give us a like.
What a gorgeous box.
Limited edition. I know. It's almost a crime to devour the whiskey and...
I know.
Take it out.
I don't want to. I don't want to open it. It's like
Even the gold tipped lid.
Yeah, the last bottle of Lakes we had was pretty spectacular. So this is going to be interesting.
that was before.
Interesting.
That was before my time. So I'm really looking forward to trying Lakes. I haven't tried one before, so I'm really. And you know what? We were only saying the other week how we weren't really into the chocolatey ones, but I'm actually looking forward to this one.
I will say that if they're trying to do a chocolatey one, they should have done it before the one for Easter.
Yeah.
They could have, yeah. Don't forget to turn the bottle upside down to mix all the chocolate fibers and stuff at the bottom.
Okay.
Please.
No, you idiot.
Surely not.
Yes.
That's all right. I think all three of us looked at our bottles and went, "What?"
No.
If you got sediment
I'll
in your
happily
bottle,
say-
you need to return it.
Indeed.
God,
Yeah.
who the hell cares?
Thanks, Max. All right, I'm ready to knock the top off this.
No.
I'm trying to get this plastic off. It's really hard.
I had to use my teeth, mate.
Okay,
then-
that's a good idea.
I got
Are
my.
you using the little tab they provided? No, you're going from the top. There's a little tab on the side.
There is.
Yeah, well, my tab didn't work.
No, mine didn't either.
No,
Oh, okay. Mine worked fine.
my tab broke off. Oh, mate,
Dude.
how good is? You are right. Look at that lid,
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
elevage.
Almost
That
like a
is
copper
just
gold.
stunning. My lord,
Shiny.
my lordy lord.
Dark light.
Yes. Shiny,
Beautiful.
shiny. Do we have?
Beautiful.
Did they have any? Oh, they did in the box, in the white box, the tasting notes. Will we give the Shifty chef the honour of reading the tasting notes this month?
I'd be fine with
Being
me.
the
as long as
newest
it's okay
member.
with him.
Yeah.
Would you like
more than
to?
happy.
Would you like to read the tasting notes, my friend?
Yes.
Being this your inaugural month.
If I can read it, there we go. I've got good enough light. All right, so it's the Lakes single malt whiskey, drawing inspiration from the world of cocoa. The chocolatier is designed with élevage, a delectable exploration of mouth-coating flavors. It unravels an elegant tapestry of chocolate styles, delicately adorned with notes of dried fruits and lingering spice. Beautiful.
That is exceptional. I'm going to. It's on the
Wow.
nose. I can smell that,
That
fruit.
nose is. Oh yeah, absolutely.
The fruit and the spice is really. I'm not getting much chocolate, but lots of fruit and
I got
spice.
chocolate. I got chocolate when I opened the bottle,
Did you?
but not from the glass. Yeah.
No, from the glass. No. That's solid. That's
swirl.
really got a solid nose.
And a sip.
Wow, you can taste the chocolate. You definitely get it's very chocolate forward in my opinion.
I'm getting chocolate, but not in a way that I was expecting to go. But this, it's subtle. That rounded out with the fruit and the spice.
And it's not that bitter aftertaste. You know how sometimes the chocolatey ones have that cocoa bitter, aftertaste. This is really chocolatey forward. It's almost sweet, but then you get that spice layer on top. For me, that's what how my palate's reading it.
Interesting. Yeah, I can't taste the chocolate at all. I can smell it.
Really?
But I can't taste it. Yeah. It's definitely fruity.
Wow.
There's a lot of depth involved. But yeah, the chocolate is more of a fragrance to me.
Yes, I get really chocolate forward because I'm not a chocolate eater. I'm actually allergic to it, so it gives me migraines. But so whenever I taste chocolate, it's really immediate for me, because I just don't eat it. I just don't eat it at all. So yeah, but interesting.
It is a very fine drop. As I recall, and it has been well over 12 months since the last Lakes whiskey, and I'm enjoying this. I think in equally as much as I did the last one. So for me, would I go out and buy that? You bet your ass I would.
Oh yeah. It says on the front of the bottle, limited edition.
Yeah, that's the one. You can't buy it, Paul.
You got a chance next month. You could get one. You could get an extra one.
Yeah, but the one you get next.
If you're going to get a bottle and you want to get one, guys, join the whiskey club now. You might even be able to get on the website if you're quick enough and get another bottle, but it's probably run out.
They often have previous months whiskey still for sale on the website. I've gone back and got a bottle of something that I enjoyed when I got the first one. I think the only real difference is between that and doubling up is you're paying an extra delivery fee.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, I'm very, 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 very happy with that. That's I was expecting that the whole chocolate sort of thing to be not my bag, but I've got to say that's very well rounded, and I like it's not a heavily sort of fruity and spicy sort of thing going on, just nice and subtle. I like it.
And it's smooth.
Yeah, it is. It is quite smooth.
Very smooth.
I'll give it that.
Indeed.
Very, very smooth. And it really does. Those flavors linger on, and they don't really change. But it's,
No. I totally agree with you.
It is sitting on the back of your tongue pretty well. Sorry.
Really tasting that. Sorry, no, you're right. I'm really tasting that spice now after I've had a couple of sips, and the spice is not too heavy. The balance is really sweet. Like, and I don't mean sweet as in a sweet. Well, maybe I do, but it's really sweet. It's really pleasurable drink.
So there was a question in the chat. Where's it from? So the Lakes Chocolatier. This is an exclusive launch. Ex-Macallan lead whiskey maker Sarah Burgess stands before you a fitting follow-up to the 2004 Lakes Voyage collab, which is the last one. So it was 2024 when the last Lakes whiskey was we had it. In 2024, we visited the Lakes. While tasting barrels, we asked exactly how the Lakes were pumping out such great whiskey. Sarah explained the process of elevage as a crucial part. Elevage crucial part of the success. Indeed, instead of filling and forgetting barrels, they're rotated with whiskey moving from blended between cask types, mature further and creating layers of flavour during maturation. I haven't got to the where's it from yet. With your taste buds wide open, enter the lab where Sarah showed us the work in progress, and this one truly stood out. Inspired by gourmet dark chocolate, it was sherry dominant lemon delight with delicious transfixing balance of fruit, chocolate, like sweetness, aimed for the launch at some point in the future, around $190. So there's your value. We immediately said, we'll take it. Let's add in. Heading home extremely happy as a fortune and persistence we would have. Right, I don't know where it's from. Someone help me out.
Lakes is from England. It's an English brand. It's a UK English brand from England. It's not Scotch.
Yeah, it says made in England in the front of the box. Yeah.
I'm looking at that. Yep. So it says, a single malt in your hands, all sherry-driven decadence, richness and complexity, bottled with no chill filtration, no added colour, and a sweet 51% ABV.
I love the fact that they've actually gone, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see this here.
Yeah.
But on the actual document, it shows it's matured in a bourbon barrel first, right? Then they've taken it out and put it into Sherry Oloroso cask, and then taken it out and then put them in Patrick Ximenez casks, which is the same cask that the Redbreast use. Yeah, that's insane. That's how they get the flavour profile. So, yeah, that's intense.
Who knew there was so much involved?
And it's not just blending where they just put them all into a barrel, right, or all into a vat where they mix them all together and just leave them there. These guys have gone and spent time in each of the different casks types. That's sensational, man. That's hard work. It's hard work. Seriously hard work.
If you guys wanted to, you can actually go and do a distillery tour at their distillery. I think it's about £20 for a tour and tasting.
Yeah, wow.
You can do the single malt whiskey experience. It's a full tour. That's £50.
Great for our English viewers. As you say, £50 on top of the $6,500 to get there.
The flights.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
And the rest, mate. Yeah, but yeah, if you're in England right now,
yeah,
that sounds like a joyous trip.
I don't usually work in pounds anyway. I work in kilos, so.
Yeah, hey, he's got jokes too.
Badum tish.
But it is based. The distillery is actually located in Cockermouth, in England.
What?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
I think I misheard something there.
It's in Cockermouth, in Cumbria.
Cockermouth, right? Right.
Is that a GH you're pronouncing?
No, you're pulling me chain, Metal.
Nope, I'm not. Indeed, look, I'll even put it
check
into
the pronunciation. It's not Coburn, like.
Cockburn, but no.
So that is exactly, and I'm pasting this straight from the webpage. That is in fact its address.
Its address.
It's in Cockermouth, CA13 9SJ, United Kingdom.
Who's in charge of naming places?
I don't know.
Metal.
No, not me. Fuck no.
Listen, just before we go too much further, I've just noted that we've got some first-time chatters in the in the chat here. We've got it's Dovek, one of calling out Shifty, and Let's have a look here. Let's see. Are there any questions while
You're,
we...
you're welcome, Lou.
Yes.
Lou said, "Okay, that brought me out of lurking." Ha 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 ha.
Lou's
yeah.
in the house.
Cheers for the wee follow.
Hey.
Hey, Godfather. How you doing, brother?
I want to go there now.
I want to go. I want to go there, and I can't. Oh, dear.
Are we all comments finalised for the whiskey? I think this is an absolutely outstanding effort this month from the Whiskey Club with the Lakes Chocolatier. Great whiskey, very, very, very enjoyable. I'm going to enjoy this while we. I think the next stage.
What's the score out of 10, though?
Oh, well, see, I only ever do
We
what
haven't
I
done the
buy.
scores.
By all means. Metal, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. I found it actually a bit surprising with the flavour like Paul did. I expected it to be a lot more fruitier than it was. It's smooth, it's enjoyable. I would highly recommend this to anybody if you can get a hand on the bottle. This bottle is staying right with me. I'm going to give it a very happy, I reckon, 8.5 to 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Because I found it quite enjoyable. It's not making me go, I'll put it on the shelf for later. This is I'm quite enjoying this, and I don't want to put the glass down.
It's a good sign. Okay. What about you, Billy?
For me, I'm going to step slightly skew of that one. I give it an 8.2. I'm being a bit precise here, only because I've given a 9 already this year, and I think this one's probably going to stay on my shelf for a little bit longer. I've still got half a bottle of Tamdu from a couple of months ago, still sitting. That was 53 ABV. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. But I don't think this is going to be one of the ones that I'll quaff and it'll be all gone in by the end of the month. This one's going to be one of those ones I think I'm going to really savour. So.
I think that's a bit of a thing with me. It's been the same. If it's something I'm really enjoying, I'll like to keep that aside on the fridge where we know where it is, Billy. For future visits.
On the fridge, indeed.
And savour it. Shifty, what about your assessment, sir?
At the start, I was a bit confused, but after 3 or 4 sips, the way it lingers in that flavour, it's almost like. Candy's probably the wrong word to describe it, but it is very. When it lingers, it gets very sweet, and it's very. It's a delightful taste. These kinds of usually the higher alcohol whiskies I usually keep aside for when I got mates over, and it is for special occasions. So I do think I would rate this around about an 8. I am very much so usually leaning towards PT whiskies, but because this has so much flavour, it is definitely up there. So. Yeah, it's around an 8, and I would. Yeah, again, it's something that I wouldn't have all the time, but it is for the occasion when you do want to bring something special out. So yeah, it is very nice.
I would concur, and I think my score is always simple. Would I pay full tote odds and buy the bottle? I absolutely would, and I would keep it aside as we've discussed for one of those special occasions when people are around and you want to break out something really special. I think that my theory has always been if it's a really nice whiskey, then it's not something you're going to drink more than a couple of glasses of in one sitting, because that's where our Billy? What's the name of our cheap whiskey thing?
Cheap Scotch and a 4-month growth.
That's the one. That's what I was looking for. So that's where that's what that's for. And then these ones are for storing over there, ready for when Billy comes for a visit.
it's not a Highland Black where you can just. Hang on.
When anyone comes for a visit, there's.
I've been about 2 or 3 times now, so maybe it's just the fact that I've been there more.
We just keep emptying those bottles. That's what it is.
Okay.
Lou with a gift sub. My God.
Who's dropped their card?
Holy Moses. Echo Panda.
Thank you, Lou.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Round of applause. Lou Vallow, ladies and gentlemen.
I will jump in here very, very quickly and say welcome into Wrongful Studios for coming in. Good to see you in.
I got to see Ron. Absolutely.
Who's dropped their card?
Look at that.
Oh,
Miss Loon.
And Loon.
And I would agree with what Miss Luna said. I'm going there just for the name.
Who's dropped their
Town of the
card?
Whiskey
Yeah,
Fox.
exactly. Was that
What
cock
do you
and a
reckon,
mouse?
Paul?
Cock and a mouse.
Nah, no, really.
You can take our freedom, but you'll never take our whiskey.
Oh my God.
All right, let's. What do you say we get on with the most important part of the show, and that's the interview with Mr. Shifty Chef.
Time.
After that, I'm going to the sin bin.
5 minutes remaining.
I think it's time we turn the guest to full and we spit roast our guest. We grill our guest
Kelly,
and
I
find
said
out
no.
all about the Shifty Chef, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that right now.
I am ready.
And there we go. Shifty Chef, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to start this off by saying
Who's dropped their
we've
card?
not been familiar with Shifty for that long. It's been quite a short time. In fact, of all the streamers we've had in for an interview, I think we've known Shifty the least amount of time. But also, the flip side of that is that Shifty, I think you've become a very integral part of our streams. You pop in regularly, and it is wonderful. I can say from my perspective, it's always wonderful to see your name pop up in the chat. And I have many questions, Shifty. But welcome in and thank you for agreeing to come in and be grilled and have our be put through your paces, so to speak. So we're going to find out the story behind the Shifty Chef. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for having me. I've been delighted. I remember the first time you mentioned it, it was just a brief passing in one of your streams, and yeah, since then it's been on top of my mind. So I'm glad to be here.
Well, let's start off with chef first or streamer, or let's have the story. How did you come to be the Shifty Chef, and how did the stream come about?
How did it come about? Well, I've only been the Shifty Chef technically for about 2 months, or not even 2 months, pretty much as long as I've been streaming. I've been setting up for it a lot longer than that, but I've been cooking since you wouldn't see me how tall I was right now. I was probably about 5 years old. As soon as I could see over the stovetop, is basically when I started cooking, and I was cooking, what was I cooking? Scrambled eggs. I cooked scrambled eggs for like the first 3 years, and
Nice.
yeah. It basically started there, and I have done every other occupation other than chefing professionally in the kitchen, because I've just always refused to spend 16 hours a day in the kitchen. But yeah, it's you can call me the Johnny Sins of cooks, I guess. I've done everything, including cooking. Just it's been a journey. So I've basically, in the last year, have had a lot more time on my hands, so I've decided to pursue actually doing something with everything I've learned with cooking and chefing. So, yeah, here I am.
It's fantastic. So, I mean, you obviously have a passion for food and for cooking, and that's turned into streaming. Were you involved with? I mean, you said 2 months with your Shifty Chef. Were you streaming prior to that, doing something else, or is this? How did you discover Twitch, and how did you get into that?
Okay, so I actually started streaming in 2017, but that was probably for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. And back then I was busy working full time, so I didn't have time. It was more just a casual thing. And since then I've joined a lot of communities. I've been on Twitch a lot, viewing other people, playing games with other people, just being a part of different communities. And through that, I've learned a lot about streaming, what it's about, the reason why people do it, and pretty much how to take it somewhere to some extent. So yeah, again, I've been getting a lot more time in my hands recently, so I thought, you know what, stuff it. I'm just gonna jump in the deep end and open my kitchen to everyone. So yeah, I have been around for a long time, just not streaming properly for a long time.
Well, you're certainly smashing it out of the ballpark, because I can tell you, for somebody who's been streaming as little in terms of time frame as you have, you've made an impact very, very quickly, and that's no small achievement, Shifty.
Thank you.
Good work indeed.
Absolutely.
We've talked about your kitchen background and a passion for cooking.
Yep.
What do you find the most difficult thing about trying to bring cooking to streaming and vice versa? What are some of the challenges around making that all work?
The biggest thing, I don't even have to think about that, is me getting distracted. I've been told my entire life, you need to stop getting distracted. I'll start walking the other direction and completely forget what I was doing, come back to it 5 hours later. And the amount of times that chat has reminded me the hob is still on, or you haven't, that thing that you stuck in the oven, you said for 2 minutes, it's been 10 minutes now. That sort of thing happens very often. So what would usually take me 45 minutes an hour to cook does take 4 hours. But again, it's all about the fun that's involved between it. But keeping my mind on one thing and remembering something, not turning around and getting distracted with something else has been,
That sounds like me playing Sea of Thieves. Oh, there's a shiny. Oh, hang on, there's a shiny.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a shiny.
Let's go down this mermaid well.
So when it comes to your, I kind of have an idea here, but when it comes to your cooking streams, planned versus improvised, which way do you like to go, and what do you think is the most entertaining way to present your food streams?
Definitely planned. I do a lot of work the day prior and the day of, just making sure I've got everything lined up, especially when on Thursdays, because I create new recipes for that. If I didn't sit there and order everything and have some sort of a stream schedule, or I guess a checklist is a way to put it, me getting distracted, it'd be a 10-hour stream. So I definitely plan. I do a lot of planning prior to stream, but I think everything that happens during stream, it's never as planned. It never would be as planned. Whether that's things going wrong, stuff not working. My mouse never damn well works. I'm constantly leaning over the table, unplugging and plugging that back in. But yeah, I couldn't improvise the meals. I couldn't improvise the cooking unless it was something that I've done a million times. So yeah, it mostly is planned in terms of the food side of things. Yeah.
Well, I know it's been a short career streaming so far. I'm sure it'll be a long one, but for the moment, we're at the infancy. Your biggest fail so far, the thing that you go, oh my god, I remember that.
Fails.
And please take that in the way it's intended. That doesn't mean to say that you completely failed at something.
Not at all. No, not at all. You meaning on stream?
Yeah.
Egg snowman, ring a bell.
Oh, the snowman is still alive. It's in the freezer. I'm gonna be freeze drying it and seeing if I can epoxy it. It's probably not going to work, but it's there.
That'd be gold.
Yeah, have a little mascot. But a fail. It's probably, to be quite honest, is just a continuation of little fails, which is the timing. Me turning around away from the stove. There's been a couple things like what was it? It was some sort of a reduce that I was meant to be doing. I got to it and it was a thick syrup. Little things like that. I've got to either restart or kind of figure out a way around it. So there's been no massive fails apart from I had a picture up here once upon a time that randomly fell down the middle of the stream and smashed everywhere.
Jesus, get the fucking shit out of me.
It's the second time today. I was telling Nettle and Paul about earlier today during the stream. You got a heart attack. Same thing.
She does it all the time. Shifty. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh, it's brilliant.
Oh my god.
I'm going to say, Shifty. Of all the things,
Try this.
take care, Hez.
Chocolatier.
Good to see you, Hez. Yeah, you can have a taste. We'll get
Lake
Hez's.
Chocolatier edition.
Live tasting. See what Tez thinks.
And
That was
your
about a
thought?
9 out of 10.
Your thought?
Meowsicle, beautiful.
Out of 10?
Nice one.
Yeah, out of 10. Nice.
It's a meow out of 10. Okay, there we go.
And there we go. Thank you, Hez. Nice
Thank you,
work.
Hez.
So picking up where we left off, I've got to say, Shifty, of all the things that you could take time out of your life to stream, cooking is one of those ones that is fairly unforgiving. Getting distracted is kind of when you're streaming other stuff, not quite so much of an issue, but when that pan's on the stove, that's some pressure.
Yep. No, it is. It keeps me on my toes at least. But luckily, most of it is prep. Most of the stuff that I cook is I've just got to pay attention to for 5 or 10 minutes. If it's something that's boiling, I can it is forgiving. So, I think that also all comes down to the fact that I have pre-planned it. So if I didn't do that, it would be absolutely hectic. I would be all over the place. There would be things dropped on the floor. There would be unthinkable things happening. So yeah.
I've got to say, Shifty, I'm intrigued with your kitchen. Can you give us a bit of background about? I mean, that's a fairly unique looking backdrop. Your kitchen is rather wonderful. Can you explain to us about that, because it's a point of discussion amongst many of your viewers.
Yeah. So when did we move here? About 6 or 7 years ago. It was definitely a selling point of the house. And I think that's also what inspired me to get into streaming, because I knew I had the space to work and do what I wanted. And I am a bit of a perfectionist a lot of the time. So, I like to be able to do things properly. I'd rather do it right the first time than regret it later. But yeah, it's a beautiful kitchen. It's all of the back over here and the top area, that's all just windows. So when I take those panels down, this place gets flooded with like midsummer. It does get very hot, so we do have like a shade cloth that goes over it. But it's got plenty of space, that's for sure. And it's my pride and joy. So
So this was this kitchen was the existing kitchen in the house when you bought it. You didn't. Okay. Yep. Fantastic.
No. So I didn't. No, I didn't do many renovations. We have done the odd the clean up, a few changes and whatnot, but most of it is we'll call it stock. Yeah.
Lovely to get into a house with a nice kitchen. I think that'd be a big selling point for me as well. When it comes to your cooking stream, how much of an influence does your chat have on what you're doing?
On Tuesdays, I kind of just wing it with whatever. But chat on, I like to allow chat to influence it, but not drive it, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So chat suggests recipes, which I usually take on board for Tuesdays. It usually leads me in a direction for what I make on Tuesdays. But Thursdays is a meal completely revolving around what chat has put onto a big wheel. I spin it and whatever it lands on. So that itself has challenged me drastically, and I absolutely love it. I love being given an ingredient I've either never heard of or just never thought of working with, and having to basically create something on the Thursday. So chat on Thursdays has a huge influence on what I do.
Iron Chef Thursday. Ooh.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so and again, I like to, in order for me to have the control over, I guess, the narrative or the direction that it goes, so that I can hone my skills, basically hone, not pwn. I do lead it, but with chat's guidance, which is everyone seems to be loving so far. So yeah.
That's very cool indeed. And I think having the chat involved is in some way, shape, or form is a fantastic part of what you do. What was when you started streaming? What was the biggest surprise that you found from whether it's something to do with the community or just generally
You can take
in
our
terms of
freedom,
streaming,
but
what
you'll
did you
never
find
take
was
our
a surprise?
Definitely the support and the how close knit of a community it is, because I had never been in the food and drink side of Twitch ever. I mean, I've watched a few streams, but never really been a big part of the community. But as soon as I started streaming, obviously the food and drink side of things is quite small compared to other categories. There's everyone knows everyone very quickly, and that was a huge surprise to me. I genuinely thought it was going to be a long and grueling first few months while I get everything set up and perfected. But yeah, from the get-go, in that side of things, just the people who have been joining, who are other cooks and stuff, have been extremely supportive, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. Was not expecting that at all. So yeah, that I think out of everything is what's been surprised me the most.
It is an amazing place, Twitch. Billy or Metal, would you like to? Yeah, Billy, you want to chime in, mate? Because I know we've had a raid.
Yeah. Just going to say, we just got a raid from Lurtz 1R, Lurtzer.
Oh, Lurz.
1R. So
Lurz raid.
Yeah, Lurz has raided in with the community and has called you out, Shifty. So, sup, Shifty. So,
good bloke.
Thanks so much for coming in, Lurz. Really appreciate having you here, man.
Absolutely, welcome in. And if you're new to the mashup, please give us a follow, as well as those of you who are in the community who are regulars here at the mashup. Let's please make sure we give Shifty a follow and work on building his channel. I've got to say,
hey, Frano,
thanks for the follow, Frano.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, Frano, he was saying that Shifty can kind of cook sometimes. We say the same about Paul T. Entertainer.
Cheers
Paul
for the
T.
wee
Cook.
follow.
We say the same about him too. He's got some good recipes though.
I think what you said about the community, it is what Twitch does so well. Is having that community, and that's as streamers, and all four of us here as streamers, we appreciate that support and that just people being behind you. It is an amazing platform, and I think that's what makes us want to continue to do it week in, week out, which is that consistency. So I applaud you, Shifty, with your stream so far. When it comes to your community, just describe. We've got a number of them in chat. Just describe your community. What are some of the idiosyncrasies of your community? Anything interesting that we should know?
Majority of them are from Australia. That I've known previously, at least. Yeah, got a few from New Zealand.
Who's dropped their card?
But they're, I think a lot of them as well, they pretend to not know how to cook. They pretend not to know a lot of things, but a lot of people give themselves a lot of, they kick themselves a bit hard when they really have talent. So, and a lot of the time as well, the amazing thing about the community as well is when I'm busy doing something and I'm getting a bit stuck, because everyone gets stuck when they're trying something new. And for example, with plating, there'll be times where I'm plating a meal and I'm like, that looks really good. I feel like it's missing something. And someone will chime in with something so small, for example, using like a little bit of a chili flakes as a garnish, and it just brightens the entire thing up.
It's very cool.
So the community, they know what they're doing.
Simple elevation, right? Simple elevation. Yeah. Sometimes just a little bit of watercress can make the difference, right? I learned that one from Paul.
I was having this conversation just the other day, though. Cooking is one of those things that almost everybody has skills in that department. It's not like it's not like we're doing something that nobody else does. I think we were talking about because you've said you're not from the industry, but that doesn't exclude. I mean, being from the industry, being a trade qualified chef. What does that mean? Well, maybe it means you've spent some time or a lot of time, probably, in a commercial kitchen producing food for others, etc. But let's face it, most of it, home cooks make some amazing food. And the knowledge and the things that are at our disposal now when it comes to understanding how foods are done. I mean, I spend half my life on YouTube watching food videos. I don't know if that's the same for you, Shifty. It's definitely a big part of my recreational time.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I especially now, I'm spending a hell of a lot more time in the kitchen, but yeah, it's always been something, and I've made do as well. I was what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? It was in 2018. No, it was 2020. Just before and during COVID, I was allowed to travel through the borders as essential worker or whatever, but I was living in a warehouse down there upstairs, and I had a single little gas stove and a fridge and a bench space about that big, and I was making what I would at least consider to be quite gourmet meals. So it's using the tools at hand and just doing it enough, I suppose. It's like anything, you do it enough and it just becomes second nature. I remember when I used to start driving, and every little thing you're concentrating on now I can do with my eyes closed. It's the same with cooking. You got to cook enough things, make enough mistakes, and eventually it just becomes second nature.
I think the cool thing is Sorry, Metal?
I was going to say I agree with that with Shifty. I suppose just getting in the kitchen, giving it a go is always a great thing. I've learned a lot from that. I mean, yeah, I'm in the same position as Paul with my experience with chefing. Not as long as Paul, but I agree with Shifty. It's really good to see people get in the kitchen, giving it a go, and learning from the mistakes, because that's half the fun.
Yeah,
I've been loving taking your risotto dish and actually making a few extra changes to it recently, Paulie. So just wanted to say.
Right, I think that's
been amazing. It's been amazing.
Thanks, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, Shifty. I think that's one of the most wonderful things about food and cooking is that you can take a recipe, you can adapt it to suit yourself, you can adapt it to suit the ingredients that are available in wherever you are in the world.
Exactly.
And it's an ever evolving thing. I guess your take on that, Shifty.
Yeah, no, it is. The meals you have are never. You'll try and replicate something that you've had before, and it would never be the same, but it is yours. And recently, I've been doing a lot of international dishes. For example, I did soba noodles. To be quite honest, I'd never heard of soba noodles before, but one of my friends suggested them as a cold noodle anyway. And I did that for one of the streams. And the sauce I did it. So I usually, when I'm going into town, I'll stop off at a sushi shop and get it, just because it has that authentic flavor, that flavor that I can't really, or I've never really tried to replicate. But on that stream, I almost perfectly replicated that flavor that I'm chasing. The reason why I'm always going out there and buying that food. I surprised myself with that, and it was a couple very simple ingredients that are stuck in there that made that big change. So, in terms of going around the world and you see the same dishes that have been adapted, it's kind of like with pizza. Go to different countries and it's going to be something completely different. Breads in different countries are completely different. You go to the supermarket and buy something, you can't get what you get in New Zealand, in Vietnam, for example. They're going to have a lot more wheaty breads and stuff. So, you do make do with what you have available, and
That's right. You can't get a Kiwi burger. You can't get a Kiwi burger in Australia, for instance.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you can't get a possum pie, which is a bit of a crime as far as I'm concerned.
Really?
I've got to say,
possum pie is the crime.
No. The fact that we can't get it here, you guys knock it over.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, you can. You can, depending on where you are.
Oh, I've never come across it, but I'm keen to try it. Metal.
Tasmania possum pie.
Metal, you had
I'm
something?
just gonna say, I'm just gonna say welcome in Beck. She's just jumped into the channel and said hello to everybody. She went to give people a hug, and she managed to spill her drink on DV8 Shooter, and at the same time, DV8 Shooter decided he wanted to hug Beck. Disky. He wanted to attempt to hug Disky, but ended up falling over, and Disky apparently caught him a awkward romance.
Yeah, it was awkward romance, but that's okay. Disky and I have had that awkward romance for some time.
So, as you guys are seeing, the hug command. The hug command isn't just a simple goes and hugs person. It has a random chance of generating a different thing.
Disky pulls out a 20 violin and serenades DV8 Shooter. It's beautiful.
So I've got about 8 or 10 different potential outcomes that will happen when you use the hug command, guys. But use commands, exclamation mark commands in the chat will give you a list of all the cool stuff you get to do as a member of the show.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Metal. Appreciate that, man. I love tripping up, and especially when I'm falling into Disky. always awesome. Thank you for catching me, Disky. I really appreciate you, darling.
We don't want to dislocate that association at all. But apparently, DV8 is dropping his lights.
This light is seriously causing me issues.
That's the second time.
Yeah.
Is it on a tripod or is it just balancing?
No, it's balancing off the back of the monitor, and the back of the monitor it's a curved monitor, so it's just only teetering. I need to get some blue tack or something. I'll fix it this week.
It's called gaffer tape.
Sounds like a tacky situation. Yeah, exactly, Paul.
Yeah.
Shifty, talking about influences, perhaps I'll let you go first. I watch, as I said before, a load of YouTube content on food. Favorite YouTube or TV personality, cook or chef?
Gonna have to be pretty basic here. I'm pretty sure a lot of people quite like the fella, Gordon Ramsay. The same time that I was staying down in Auckland in that top of that warehouse, I spent an enormous amount of time watching his content. And I know it's all dramatized, but it is entertaining as hell. And
idiot chicken sandwich.
Yes, idiot sandwich. Yeah, no, but he's definitely probably been by far the most that I've ever consumed. So yeah,
I think the thing with sorry, Billy.
I reckon his show that the series that he did where he travelled through Tasmania and came out to Australia and did a tour around Australia was fantastic, especially the Tasmania show. So I spent 35 years in Tasmania, and like it was just so good to see him showcase some of that amazing produce that they have. And Tasmania, I find, is very similar to maybe South Island, New Zealand. Not so much North Island, but some of the produce that you've got up in the North Island is fantastic, mate. I envy you. I seriously envy you, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
Gordon certainly
a lot of good produce.
Yeah. Gordon certainly he's a major influence, I think, on loads of people. My current favourite, Anthony Bourdain for almost forever has been my go-to when it comes to cooking, particularly because it involves travel. It involves that grassroots cooking that people do in their homes. He really focused on that, and I think has always been a huge influence. But one of your fellow countrymen who's now in Australia, Andy Cooks, New Zealand chef, worked in London and many other places. He's one of my go-tos when it comes to just wanting to consume cooking-related content. There's another guy that I really enjoy, and this is I've just lost my ears, but I can keep talking. Fire to Fork is another Australian guy who travels all over the countryside. He cooks everything outdoors on open fire, so it's a very much themed that way. I really enjoy his content. So apart from Gordon, any other hot tips as to good places we can go to view cooking content?
I just, to be quite honest, I don't consume a lot of the cooking content myself. I do. I mean, Andy Cooks, you mentioning him, I've probably watched every single one of his shorts on YouTube as well. Fabulous guy. I think I first started watching him when he was doing the whole, babe, what do you want to eat? Yeah. And she'd kind of give him an idea, yeah. But majority of things that I do watch relating to cooking always on YouTube for whatever reason. But to be quite honest, when I'm looking for stuff to watch on YouTube relating to cooking, it's usually because I'm cooking something relating to a different cuisine. So who I pop on or who I come across is usually someone I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I'd be the same. And I've got to say, you know, that you were talking about preparation for your streams. I've been doing some work with, doing some streaming where I'm having viewers suggest recipes, and so therefore I'm going and then doing the research on what's that recipe about, what's the what are the key ingredients, etc., etc. So you're doing something similar in terms of you're having your viewers suggest ingredients, and you're taking that and creating a dish around that. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So most of the time it'll be just inspired by multiple dishes, or just something that I really feel like doing. The majority of those recipes, the core concepts of them are based around. I mean, it's very difficult to create something completely unique. To do that, you've got to spend a lot of time experimenting. So when I've got a day and a half, it's usually finding a whole bunch of recipes, trying to figure out what aspects of each of those meals that I want to try put together. If it's really complex, I'll give it a quick throw together before stream, the day before stream. But yeah, most of the time it's just first time on the Thursday.
I just got to say this, talking about preparation, etc. Anytime I'm cooking anything Italian, I'm really careful to make sure I get that right, because boy, are they unforgiving when you don't mess with the Italians when it comes to recipes. It's got to be exactly as they say, or it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, they will buy tickets. They will come and they'll tell you how it is. But always for the Italian.
You're most
Otherwise, you're going to have my pals giving you a hard time, all right?
Indeed.
My pals Italian.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't that?
Well, my pals lives in New York. I think, is that right? New York?
No.
Springfield,
He's
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Sorry.
Yeah.
And he has a deli, a very famous place over there called My Pal's Deli, which you've probably seen if you've ever seen Paul wearing the shirt on the streams and things.
Yeah.
But he does like his Italian food. He's very passionate about it. Yes, and has been appalled when people put certain ingredients into a dish because they don't have the ingredients. Which we love him for, because he loves the originality of the dishes and the flavors. So I can appreciate that. Yeah. I haven't really say I've had much experience with watching a lot of cooking channels and things as much, but I was very fortunate to work with some very industry well-known people that most people may or may not have heard of, but working in the kitchen with them as a chef, because I as much as I call myself a tech head, I originally got into chefing and enjoy it quite a bit. I'm still doing the cooking now, and I've worked with some very fun people. But I still take appreciation from watching people like Paul and yourself do different dishes and do things your way, because the way I would do it would be slightly different because of my experience.
Yeah, I definitely get people jumping in, asking why I do certain things in certain ways. A lot of the time it's just the direction I've taken, but hearing how passionate they are about, not telling me I'm doing it the wrong way, but suggesting that maybe I should try it this way. I like it. It's that they're confident in that dish. Obviously, it's something that they've done quite a lot.
I'm going to say the first stream that the first stream that I saw of yours, Shifty, was when we raided you, and that was the night that I didn't get cleaned up till about 11:30 or something ridiculous when it comes to the time. Because this is fantastic. Every time I'd stream and I'd go to raid, and I'm thinking, who am I going to raid? I want to try and raid somebody that's doing something like what I'm doing. And then out of the sky falls Shifty Chef. The first stream I saw you were doing, by the time I got in there, you were doing golden syrup dumplings. Something very close to my heart because it was something that I grew up as. That was a treat at our house, and watching that was an extremely interesting process because you'd never done that. You'd never made golden syrup dumplings. I think you were reaching for the maple syrup at one point, and everyone's going, "Oh no!"
No,
I love maple syrup.
Yeah,
I've never been a
maple
fan of
syrup's
golden
great.
syrup, but yeah, I'm glad I did. I did listen. Yeah.
But the thing is though.
Oh yeah.
If you actually, now if I remember correctly, not only did somebody in the chat say, no, you need golden syrup. Not only did they say that, but they said, it's in the door of your fridge. And you went, no, it's not. And then you went, oh, okay, it is.
Oh yes. So that was Frano who was in here earlier. He's a fellow Australian, and he's the one who suggested it to me. Same sort of thing. He said, this is something I remember. And I've had it a million times as a kid. So the fact that he was telling me that he's the one who suggested it, and then everyone else was telling me to use golden syrup, I was like, okay. And then the one who suggested that it was in the fridge door was Panda. She was in here earlier. She's my missus. She's the one who usually gets the meals at the end of the night, or at least one of the dishes. But yeah.
Oh, so this is somebody that is familiar with your house. Hang on a minute.
Hang on. The same thing happens in Paul's house. Panda gets the
but
meal.
he's got to feed a bridesy and a banana. Normally, he's trying to cook with a banana.
Yeah.
They're talking about the dog.
So Eco
Panda's
Panda.
the dog.
No, Eco Panda. No, so she's my missus. So she's usually waiting until 11 o'clock to get fed. So yeah.
That's amazing. I was thoroughly impressed that one of your viewers knew where you kept the golden syrup. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. I did have a camera in the fridge at one stage. I was thinking maybe it was one of those, but.
Well, now speaking of things like this, because for the tech heads out there, can you give us a brief overview of your streaming setup? Because I'm certainly interested. What is it that you're using for producing your stream? What are you streaming from? What are your cameras, microphones, etc.? Give us a bit of a rundown.
Yep. So I've got many lights. It's there's nothing branded. It's stuff I've gathered over the years, but they do the job. The main camera is a GoPro. The second one that goes onto the chopping board is a Logitech MX Brio. And then I've got two of the Logitech 1080 standard webcams that everyone gets for the sink, which never gets used, and the stovetop. All of those run with powered cables because otherwise I'm going to be tripping over them. And if you don't run powered cables over more than, I think, 2 meters or something, you end up getting cutouts and everything. So I've got powered cables everywhere. My gaming PC and my video editing PC gets dragged out here on Tuesdays and then goes back on Thursdays. So that's a bit of a mission. I've got two monitors permanently set up in the kitchen, and they're just on their stand so they can fold away. Changing scenes and stuff is done with a Stream Deck and a foot pedal on the floor. What else? Oh, the mic is I was going to say Rode NT. That's the other one. It's a whatchamacallit? A Rode Go 2 or something. I don't know. I feel like you're about to reach for something and tell me what it is. One of those? No, it's. Wait, is that a little charging thing?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that useful? Yeah, one of those. Except I got the lavalier, which comes up to here.
I see.
Got two of those in case.
Yep. So that's the Rode Go, I don't know, Mark 3 or something, and I've got a DJI. But it's very interesting to hear because mine is a set up and tear down every single time. Completely set it up, tear it down every single time. So very cool. And if Brycey would allow me to, I'd be screwing lights and cameras to the ceiling all over the place. But no, I'm allowed to do it in here, just not in the other plant. Go on, Billy. Sorry,
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
At some point, I would love to do a request if that's okay.
Sure.
I'd love you to shoot a video with all your setup. That would be Absolutely
Yeah, I can do
sensational.
that.
I'm sure your viewers would also love it. Yeah, man, it doesn't have to happen tomorrow, but yeah, that'd be
Behind the
cool if you could do
scenes.
that.
Little setup tour. Yeah, I could do that.
Behind the scenes
That'd
would
be
be
cool,
cool.
man. Behind the scenes would be absolutely fantastic.
It'd certainly scratch an itch for me. Now, when it comes to any trolling going on in your chat? Do you get too much? Do you get very much in the way of people sort of backseat driving when it comes to the cooking? We talked about that a little bit, but
Yeah, there's been a couple where I don't hate it. I love it. I absolutely love it. There'll be sometimes where someone apologizes for something. For example, have you turned the hob off? I'll turn around. I'll stare at it for like 2 seconds because my brain's not really working. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have. And then I realize, yes, I have. They'll apologize in chat. But it's little things like that. It's actually helpful. And then in terms of trolling just in general, I think that's just Twitch. That's just the community. And I absolutely love that side of it too. Can't take anything seriously. If it was all serious and just cooking, I'd get bored very quickly. So I suppose the viewers mess with me as much as I mess with them. So yeah, it's a grand old time. It's good. A good combination of personalities is probably the best way to put it.
I think you get that close, tight knit community, core community, and then you get those on the periphery that sort of come and go, and that dynamic can be incredibly cool, and just watching that evolve. A few quick questions to sort of round things out. When it comes to cooking, butter or oil, which one are you? Which one are you going with?
Or both?
I'd probably go with butter purely because I can take a butter tax. I can't take an oil tax. That'd be a bit weird. Yeah. I love butter, but yeah, it is contextual. But most of the time, I do. If I can, I will cook with butter.
And I was going to say, Billy, butter plus oil is still butter in cooking terms, as far as I'm concerned. You're adding the oil to stop the butter from burning.
I'm not a chef.
And as previously stated, you don't need to be. Gas or induction, Shifty?
Yes, 100%.
Gas.
No doubt. Yep.
Yeah, we're in the same camp there.
Waiting for it to do its thing is, it's not fun.
When it comes
I had
to
no choice in Tasmania with induction, but I do love having gas in Melbourne. I love it.
Yeah,
indeed. How do you like your steak, Shifty? Sorry, Metal, I'll come back just a sec. How do you like your steak?
medium rare.
Perfect. Metal?
I'm just going to say, conspiracy theory, you are absolutely on fire as usual with your comments. He said that we all know where Paul keeps his Bovril in the fridge. And he also said he can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
So perhaps that would be it'd be an appropriate time for me to mention the fact that the Bovril thing has been, I think, from very, very early on when Conspiracy Guru joined my streams, we were talking about, there was a conversation that went about Vegemite, Marmite, and it was kind of the competition there. Now, what's in New Zealand, Shifty? What's the predominant salty spread, so to speak? Is it Marmite, Vegemite, or is there something else that you guys have?
No, it's Vegemite. We have both. I have both in the cupboard. The Marmite's been sitting there for years. The Vegemite we go through quite often. Yeah. That's the thing. Bovril. You say Bovril. I recognize that name. I feel like I've known that. I'm from South Africa. I came to New Zealand when I was 9. I think I know Bovril from over there. I don't think I've seen it in New Zealand.
So, Bovril is a sort of a beef concentrate sort of. So you could use it in place of a beef stock cube or that sort of thing. And as a kid growing up, and it's a British thing. As a kid growing up, my grandfather would take Bovril and spread it on toast like you would Marmite or Vegemite. And we also have Promite here. So this episode of one of my streams became this thing where it was, okay, Vegemite, Marmite, Bovril, I think there was Mighty Might, Pro Might.
Mighty Might.
I think there was six versions of a black salty spread, and the challenge for me was to pick which one was which from all these little squares of toast. And I think I did 5 out of the 7 was correct, which I was pretty happy with. But it's interesting to hear that Vegemite is the go-to in New Zealand. My money would have been on Marmite being the preferred spread in New Zealand.
Well, I thought they would have had Promite, but they don't even have Promite.
No Promite, no. Not that I've seen anyway. Yeah, no, I mean, Vegemite is just when I think of the go-to, it's always Vegemite, but everyone sees different. You'll say that in front of someone else and they'll frown at you and gag, so I don't know.
Metal?
I would say I like Conspiracy Guru's idea in chat. He's just typed up the word dynamite. So I think that's just probably when you Guru, let me know if this is wrong, but I think dynamite is where you'd spread Bovril, Marmite, Vegemite, and Marmite all on the same piece of toast because it ends up exploding into the bin.
No, I think he wanted the dynamite because of his comment he meant earlier about, okay, I fess up, I had freezer pizza for lunch.
Well, that's allowed. That's allowed. I had supermarket pizza for dinner. Shifty, when it comes to ingredients that you've used, what's an ingredient that you've really enjoyed using in your show?
I'd say, as of recent, it's rice wine vinegar. That is one of those things that I've used all sorts of vinegars. Rice wine vinegar has never really been in my cupboard. But as of recent, that has been used in a lot of my meals, especially because we're doing a lot of more pastas and stuff. So right now, I'd say that's my favorite.
And a little bit of, I think it becomes one of those sort of forgotten flavors that acidity, if you're adding that to a sauce or a dish, can really take it to another level. Disky has just mentioned in chat that her grandfather put Vegemite in hot water and drank it, and he lived till he was 96.
Well, there we go.
So Bovril, and that which sort of leads me back to the Bovril thing. Bovril was something you mixed in with water and drank as a sort of a beef consomme type of sort of that type of thing. I would take it and spread it on toast. So that was one of your your favorite ingredients. Is that your least favorite ingredient that you've worked with?
Oh man. The only thing that comes to mind is something that absolutely ruined a very long stew that I did, and it's a kaffir lime.
Okay. Kaffir lime. Wow.
Yeah. But that's only because it haunts me. I made I don't know if you know what a poiki is. It's like pretty much a stew in a cast iron pot. And absolutely beautiful stew. It was, I can't even remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it was lamb. And I did like a nice broth and everything's going there. And it was just what I thought was an amazing creation. Then I got an entire kaffir lime and plopped it in there. I was like, that'll add a nice zesty flavor to it. Completely ruined the entire thing. No, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just some acidic, sour, bitter, rotten flavor. So that entire stew went in the bin because no one wanted to eat it. But that is the worst. Yeah, definitely the worst ingredient that I've worked. I know you can, when used right, is lovely, but I refuse to.
I think that's one of those things with cooking that you experiment, you find it, you discover very quickly what works and what doesn't, and those ingredients that don't, we just put those aside for quite some time. In terms of cuisines, I mean, and I don't know whether you've done much travel. How much time have you spent outside of New Zealand?
Not a lot. The only other countries I've been to was Japan, and that was on the stopover to New Zealand. And then I think Australia on the way to visit South Africa in like 2010 or something. So I haven't actually traveled around the world at all. I still need to step foot on Australian soil outside of the airport. But that's on the books, and that is something that is
wicked.
in my plans for the future of the stream and the content and everything. So yeah.
Well, when you finally set foot on Australian soil, depending on which particular city you fly into, if you fly into Melbourne, Billy will meet you at the airport. If it's Sydney, it'll be Metal. And wherever you come to, I'll get in the car and drive to wherever that is.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I tell you, it was. I'm glad my ear wasn't wrong, because I tell you, I thought I heard you talking like a South African there for a while, and I thought, oh my God, he's got some South African in him, but I didn't know until you just told me then. But that's okay.
Thought as a South African, it only ever comes out when I'm drinking anyway. Hey?
Oh, I know. It was so good.
Have we made biltong while we've been in New Zealand? Then, in that case, because that's got to be my favourite South African snack.
Lots and lots. We made our own box, drilled holes in the side of it. That was a good snack for the first two or 3 years in New Zealand, because we came over here with basically backpacks on our back, and that was we got some timber back then, which believe it or not didn't cost $30 every centimetre, and we made a little box, put a light underneath it, and made ourselves quite a lot of biltong. Absolutely love it.
So when you're making biltong, what in South Africa the meat would be
beef. It's usually the cheap beefs, the stuff that you wouldn't chuck on the barbie.
Oh, so it's like chuck steak or something like that, gravy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You chop it up, and that's the idea of it. It's the stuff that it doesn't really matter if you dry it and goes chewy or anything, because it's already going to be chewy. So unless you braise it or whatever, but it's usually just the cheap meats thrown with all the spices, and The other thing I want to say is we've just had chat. DB2, Donna, she's actually said, and if you fly into Brisbane, she's happy to meet you at the airport as well. So there we go. It doesn't matter where I land.
no.
we got 3 capital cities covered. I'm sure we can get the other 4 or 5 done. Yeah, 4.
I think we've got some contacts in Adelaide, that's for sure.
Well, we got some in Perth. We know Damo Drummer in Perth. We got, I think Mickey Gerrits comes back to Australia and lands in Darwin soon. So I think we're all right pretty much for everywhere.
Now, very important question. Sorry, Billy. Metal.
I was going to say I have Canberra sorted as well. It's only a short skip and jump from my place.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, is there anywhere I don't want to go? Sorry, Paul.
Anywhere you don't want to go?
Yeah.
They got a great Anzac Memorial there. The War Memorial is fantastic, dude, honestly.
The all-important question, and the one that is, I think, the most controversial of all questions when it comes to cooking and food, is there pineapple on your pizza, Shifty?
Oh, 100% there is.
Is there?
As much as I can put on there. I love pineapple on pizza.
He's not Australian. He's definitely not Australian.
Hang on, don't worry about Australian. It's the Italians you got to worry about, as previously stated.
It's everyone. I get beaten up over here for it too. So
look, you're either in the yes or the no camp. There's no in between. I don't think.
No.
The only pizza where I've actually enjoyed pineapple on a pizza was there was a guy that I used to work for delivery driving pizzas back when I was younger, and he made this really hot pizza, and it had really hot salami, and they actually his family made the salami. They'd make it in 1 month of the year, the Italian family, and it was really hot, and then he put it in the cooker, and the salami would cup up like this, but he would put the pineapple in the middle of the salami, so that when it cupped up, you had this pineapple in the salami, the hot salami, which actually worked. It worked really, really well. Honestly, the only time I've ever had pineapple on a pizza where it actually tasted amazing.
So what you're saying is Italians do have pineapple on their pizza?
Well, this Australian Italians maybe.
I'm not going to get into the argument. I think the whole salty sweet thing makes sense. Let's face it, we know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the Italians. Italians don't like you messing with their recipes. When it comes to food and drink in general, what would you consider to be something that in your opinion is underrated?
Food and drink that's underrated. Good question. Something that is not utilized enough. I think in general, especially with savory meals, acidity in certain meals, even just a tiny amount. The idea of I never really found this out until 5-6 years ago. What a balance truly means. And you can have a savory meal. It doesn't mean you can't add acidity to it. You add the tiniest amount, and it's this whole new sensation. You can taste something, it tastes perfect. A savory meal, it tastes perfect. A bolognese, anything like that. You add a tiniest bit of acidity, and it's this extra kick of what is that? But yeah, balancing with acidity, especially the Western meals, I do believe is overlooked in most cases.
I would agree 100%. And I think when in my lifetime in terms of food, and as with yourself, I was interested in food from a very young age. And the different cuisines from different regions of the planet have always intrigued me. And as a young apprentice, I'd spend a lot of time in the one local Chinese restaurant where you could see them cooking. And I'd stand there, and as I was waiting for my meal, I was watching them prepare whatever it was they were preparing, and I was intrigued by that. So I've always found travel, food, and culture to be really, really interesting, which is why, hence my love of people like Anthony Bourdain. And I think that where I discovered the whole acidity thing was actually with Mexican food, making braised beef and making tacos and things and nachos, things like that, and just adding that little bit of lime juice and things at the end, and then getting into Thai food, etc. So I think that's from your perspective, what would be your favourite cuisine from what country? What's your go-to comfort food? Is it South African from your roots? Is it something that you've discovered since being in New Zealand? What's your favourite your go-to in terms of comfort food in terms of cuisine?
It definitely does root back to childhood because you get all those cool memories unlocked. Meats like boerewors, which is it's a beef and usually pork sausage with all sorts of spices. That just the smell of that cooking, I can smell it from a mile away. And as soon as I eat some of that with my meal, it's just it just takes you out of your mind, and it's just like it brings you back to being a kid. The other thing which I cooked I actually cook most Sundays, is pancakes, but with savory mince and maple syrup. That is another thing that I would have as a kid.
Yum.
And it's, I reckon those two things. So it is the whole, although pancakes are kind of worldwide, everyone has pancakes, but they're all made differently. It's essentially just flour and egg and whatever you decide to put in there. But yeah, I definitely say the South African foods does bring me back to my home ground. It brings me back to my core.
Very cool. Almost to the end. Your go-to late night meal. You've been out to a concert, you've been out to a whatever, and you come home and you're hungry. What is your go-to late night meal or snack?
Didn't pick up Macca's on the way home, it would.
Did you say you got some? Did you say you got some knackers on your way home? What?
No, I was knackered on the way
Billy,
home. No. It'll usually be, if it's a late night, quick put together, I've been out, I'm tired as hell, it'll usually be some toast, some tinned spaghetti and tomato sauce, smothered in too much cheese, then chucked in the microwave so that the bread becomes real chewy. That's usually my go-to.
Okay.
I went for a period of time where frozen hamburgers were the go-to, but I've since moved on. I got to say,
From what, when you were 19?
yeah. And cooking bacon naked. That's the other one that you try not to try avoid. I don't know if it's.
Don't ever dance naked in front of your pets.
I don't know if anyone else has said that.
Just saying.
Last question for you, Shifty. If there was anybody that you'd like to cook for, who would it be? Anyone that you'd like to sit down and say, "Hey, I'm going to prepare a meal for you."
It wouldn't be a chef because I'd feel like I'm being judged. If we're sitting down and I'm trying to cook something good. It'd probably no, actually, it would be Serge Tankian. Purely because I watched a video recently. He got interviewed. I can't remember what the series is called. I think it's Your Last Meal or something like that on YouTube, and they interview people. And he got interviewed recently, and he's just such a down-to-earth guy. And I think his music, not really System of a Down, a little bit of System of a Down, but
cheers for the wee
music
follow.
he makes himself. I don't know why. It's something I listened to a lot growing up, and it's the only music that will just it like takes me out of my body. It's just that I just love the. I don't know. It brings back so many memories and stuff. So I think sitting down with him, and especially because he's someone who has come from a lot of conflict and stuff, I feel like it'd just be, and he's like grown so much and he's had so much experience. I feel like sitting down and having a meal with him would be an unbelievable experience, and being able to cook for him and cater for him would, I reckon that'd be pretty cool.
That is indeed cool, and I think that's one of the things with food is it's the one thing that we all share. It doesn't matter what part of the planet you're from. We all eat food. We all are passionate about food. We all have food history. We all have food culture. Those things are integral to us as human beings, and I think that in much the same way that music is integral to everybody's lives, as is food. And with that, Shifty, I'd like to say a huge thank you for you, coming on the mashup and agreeing to be part of our show. We really, really appreciate the fact that you've done that, and would encourage once more all the people in chat listening, and if you're watching this as a repeat on next Wednesday, because we will play it again, please give Shifty a follow, ladies and gentlemen. Shifty Chef, all the way over in New Zealand, and I've just got to say, as Aussies, we always claim New Year's Eve we're the first ones to move into the new year, but you guys beat us.
We don't.
We do. By a couple hours.
Indeed.
In fact, Western Samoa get it in front of New Zealand as well. So there you go. But just before we do that, I've always wanted to do this.
Oh no.
Rickroll.
Oh, Billy.
I don't know this is coming.
Shifty Chef, ladies and gentlemen, can have a round of applause. And please, if you're not following Shifty, you need to do that. Please do that and catch a stream very, very soon, because he is a fantastic streamer and we're privileged to have had him on the mashup. Shifty, I hope you've enjoyed your time with us. I hope you've enjoyed the first Whiskey Club. Guys, any final words? Metal, Billy?
Thank you so much.
Billy.
Thanks so much for being coming on the show. Thanks for being a part of the Whiskey Club with us. And with that, I will hand over to Metal.
I'm just going to say, it's been great to be here. And don't forget, guys, coming up is November. But we've also got Shifty's link there in the chat. So head over this way.
Oh, thanks, Metal.
And you can see the link to Shifty's channel there. Go give him a follow if you haven't already. I put his shout out for him in the channel a few times tonight, manually, just to make sure he got some. Please go and check him out. Go hang out with him. And vice versa. If you guys are new here, please, again, like Paul said earlier, give us a follow. Welcome in Shadow Splitter for the first time. new
Fantastic.
channel.
Shadow Splitter.
Great to have you here. And I'd like to say thank you to Billy for helping Guru with calling my microphone a bong earlier. Yeah, no, it's not a bong. It's just a fun microphone.
All I can say is you just want to pack Bill a bong, right? Oh, I don't no.
I think
He was talking about board shorts as well.
I will refer that to the unfortunate one who is very procured at packing bongs. Well, at least that sort of thing. Yeah. Welcome in, and thanks for coming in, Shifty. And hopefully we can get some. We'll have definitely be in touch. You'll see us definitely in your channel hanging out, like you've seen, where Paul will be live, and I'll jump in your channel and tell you what he's cooking, and vice versa. So welcome in, welcome to the community, and
I think
hopefully we can. Yep.
I was going to say, I think Shadow Splitter said it best. Love you, bud, and that's what the community is all about, isn't it? I mean, that is 100% what it's all about. All right. Well, thank you very much, Shifty. We as tradition has it, as the mashup, we hang out in Discord for a little while after the show. I know it's quite late for you. What time is it in New Zealand right now?
It's only 12. That's usually when I in-stream, when I'm...
just about to go midnight, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's only midnight now.
And I like the fact that you said yeah, nah, because that brings us even closer together. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the Shifty Chef, and we will catch up in Discord. Metal, I'm sorry, you had something to say?
I was going to say to Shifty, I do apologise to your other half that we didn't manage to get you into a stream and have her a meal by the end of it. So I do apologise on our behalf. Maybe some next time you have your spaghetti toast as a late night treat. This is what I do. I throw an egg into this. So what I do is I get the spaghetti toast and I'll mix an egg into it, whisk it up and mix it through, and then when I put it in the microwave, it becomes egg with everything else, and it's quite a nice little treat.
Nice, there we go. I'm learning. Cuisine, the Australian cuisine.
No.
Do we have an option for a raid, ladies and gentlemen? Is my next question.
Well, normally what we'll do is we'll get the guest if they have someone they want to move out to. Otherwise, I do have a few options.
Can we have a look?
Put him on the spot. How does that sound? Just like a chef on the spot.
Absolutely.
Do you have any mayonnaise to put in that sauce?
Any mayo? What? I love mayo and tomato sauce, but tomato sauce. Sorry, tomato.
There's the kiwi.
Yeah. Not necessarily, no. Only person I know that's on now is Miss Loon, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who you'd usually jump out to. That's up to you.
I mean, so you said Miss Loon is
Miss Loon, one of your community. What does she stream?
She's currently streaming Outlast Trials, so she's playing some games. I don't know.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
No issue with that. Let's do
it.
Why would we not do that, I think? So, ladies and gentlemen, please, again, once more, thanks to the Shifty Chef in New Zealand, wonderful streamer. Please give him a follow, and we will get a raid organised. And for those of you who'd like to, jump into Discord and catch up for a chat. We would normally have a little debrief before we get into the lounge, but please feel free to come and join us and say good day.
I would recommend that if you're going to get in there, guys, give us about 5 minutes or so.
Absolutely.
Yes, and thanks to all of you for being absolutely awesome hosts. I've had a blast tonight.
Absolute pleasure,
We've been
Shifty.
looking forward to this for a while.
Absolutely.
It's been our pleasure, man.
You bet.
So there we go. And we've got who we got up next? Paul on the show.
That's a very good question. And we have a couple of musicians / gamers. Is that correct?
I thought you had Aaron Shea coming on next shot.
There we go.
Making sure that I was going to say Aaron Shea. So I'm going to get Aaron involved and get them in on in 2 weeks' time, which will work well because Aaron, coming up on the 1st of May, has a brand new album coming out.
Very cool.
So we're doing a monthly show. So
monthly show. Sorry, on the day. Oh, but keep an eye on in the Discord, guys. We'll put the link up of when Aaron's on in there. We'll post it up as a special event. But yeah, Aaron will be in with Sai doing a review of them as both artists and also Aaron as a gamer. 2 in 1. How does that sound?
Sounds fantastic. Guru, yes, tomorrow night Paul Teacox will be on and we'll see whether or not we finish before Shifty and maybe we'll raid in again. Tomorrow night we're doing a Greek tzatziki bowl with, I don't know what's involved, I haven't looked at it yet, but we'll work it out between now and tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, how's that raid going? We ready to go, Benel?
It's counting down now for the raid.
Fantastic.
So we should be good to go in just a moment.
Excellent.
We've got about 5 to 10 seconds left.
Okay.
So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, I know you can catch Shifty tomorrow night around about 6 or 7 o'clock, and I think we've gone.
We have.
Yep, that was just as it came out. That perfect.
There you go.